Hey, it's Jalen here again, back with another vlog, this one focusing on chapter 4. This one talking about expanded news writing, and the learning objectives basically within this chapter were to understand how to structure stories in expanded inverted pyramid format, as well as in other expansive writing approaches, compare and contrast the elements of the inverted pyramid, and understand and be able to construct a narrative opening and use secondary sentences. So, Chapter 4 did, however, give me a lot of insight into what I need to structure and format my news writing. One of the key points I did enjoy reading was about the way to end a story. Personally, me, I've always felt that it was very hard to end off a story, really with a good note, let alone with a line, let alone on what sentence I would end it off, as I would struggle to do that. And a lot of my endings I felt were a little too short at times. So in the book, it would talk about basically the different ways you can end off on a story to make it real consistent and to, not put so much thought into it. For me, I learned that I can end off with a closing quote, that being a quote of maybe of a diplomat, that of a witness, or maybe a quote of my own or whatnot. And also along with the fact that I could do a wrap-up paragraph, basically summarizing my what I've talked about in my story, and basically emphasizing the big general idea of it and what it's about and why the reader should care. So that also is a struggle for me when it comes to news writing, along with the opening. I also do have sometimes struggling to open up my stories. Reading the chapter, I found myself to be intrigued with the descriptive openings section of the part, which is found on page 63. Mostly talking in depth in the idea of a scene setter, which meaning it helps set the scene for an audience and basically goes into detail about the events and what may have led up to what now became the news story and whatnot. Another vital piece of information that I did find useful was the nut graph, as it helps the audience know why they should care about the story and how it will fit into their lives, which is also found on page 65. The nut graph helps reveal more intimate parts of the story, and as it story could really more so appear on surface to a lot of the audience, but rather the nut graph helps allow you to format it or write it in a way that it becomes more intimate for the audience, as they're not really delved into the story as much. Though after being finished reading chapter 4, I did have 2 questions. More so, I would love some examples on how to use do word pictures, which is part of the descriptive writing, along with how can nonlinear storytelling help structure my piece. So yeah, thanks again for watching the vlog.